Hey everyone, it is Bertram once again, and today's video is about us, especially those working in corporate, to stop working for our boss. And I am not referring to quitting your job. I am not referring to firing them or firing yourself from that position. No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about directing your focus away from I'm trying to impress my boss, my direct supervisor, for a 3%, 4%, 5% hopefully raise at the end of the year after performance reviews and all those things, compared to getting a 300% increase in base salary and total compensation. So Bertram, what are you talking about? That's exactly what happened to me. So I remember my first real corporate job, the first 2 years, I was solely focused on everything that was going to make my boss look good and my boss happy, essentially. And that did not get me very far. I was the best person in my position, even for the other regions. They had a hard time retaining people. I did a really good job, but it was not enough. I only received a 3% increase. Then I shifted my strategy. I said, you know, Bertram, instead of just serving your boss, serve the company and everyone that works for the company to the best of your abilities. And essentially what that allowed me to do is, yes, I definitely satisfied my boss, make sure I was doing my job correctly in my department, but I also assisted my team members in things that I can do. I also assisted other team members in the company in showing them respect, the same respect that I would show my boss. I showed them respect. Because what I realized was, if somebody's working for a company, even if it's a nonprofit organization, that person provides value to that organization. No one is there for free. No one is there to just get a paycheck. Even though some may go to work just for a paycheck, essentially all of us working, especially for any type of company, provide value to that organization. So my job now was to provide value not only to my direct supervisor, my boss, but to everybody, whether they were the receptionist or the CEO. And that's where everything changed. I had a hard day at work and I was a little bit frustrated. I was actually pretty close professionally, of course, with the executive assistant, the receptionist at the office, and she said, Bertram, you know what? I know you've been trying for a long time to get a job, and I know, as you just shared with me, that you had another phone interview that did not go very well. My husband is actually a peak performer at a company and he needs a really strong recruiter. If you like Bertram, I can refer you to him. So I spoke with her husband. He was able to share my resume with his direct supervisor. I learned after working for that company that they had actually 3 to 4 managers that were fighting for my resume. One of my supervisors that I worked with later, not originally when I started for that organization, later was in her hospital bed. And she said, Bertram, I was fighting for you from the hospital. And it was just such an eye-opener for me, because I tried to work for the same organization that I was employed with firstly, and they would not give me a recruiting opportunity, being referred by someone that was, the receptionist, an executive assistant referring me, and her husband referring me, gave me multiple job opportunities. And I went from making not just a 3% increase that year, but by the end of my first year in recruiting, I made a 300% increase in my total compensation. So my tip to you guys today is to stop working for your boss and stop working for the whole organization. Treat everyone with respect. And think about it, CEOs, high-level executives, they're not just trying to satisfy their boss. They know that their value is truly about the bottom line. It doesn't matter who likes them. It doesn't matter if they please everyone. It truly matters what value they bring to the bottom line. And think about it, a CEO does not have a boss. Usually for most companies, the CEO's boss is the board of directors. So you still have to satisfy and make sure multiple people are clear with your vision and they're happy with the results that you bring to the organization. So the big tip today, and one way that you can be renowned and not be forgotten, is to provide value to everyone in your organization. Stop working for your boss. That's probably my cue to go. I'll talk with you guys soon. Bye-bye.